Hello everyone. In last lecture, we have studied the definition of unilateral Laplace transform. In this lecture, we will study unilateral Laplace transform of typical signals. These signals are impulse signals, step signals, exponential signals, sine signals, and ramp signals. First, we will study the impulse signal, delta t. According to the definition of unilateral Laplace transform, we can get the result. In the process, there is no restriction to S. So, the region of convergence is the entire S-plane. That's the unilateral Laplace transform for impulse signal delta t. This is the ROC. Similarly, we can get the first derivative of delta t, and its unilateral transform, Laplace transform, and get the higher derivative of delta t for its unilateral Laplace transform. A step signal u of t, according to the definition, we can get this. If the real part of S is greater than 0, we can get this result. So, the region of convergence for this unilateral Laplace transform is Re of S greater than 0. For the exponential signal, here, number is a real or complex number. Similarly, we can get this result. If this condition is satisfied, we can get this result. The number can be a real number or a complex number. We'll discuss the different situations. If lambda equals alpha, alpha is a real number. Now, this exponential signal is a real exponential signal. We can get this expression. If number equals j omega 0, the signal is an imaginary exponential signal. We can get this expression. If lambda is a complex number, the signal is a complex exponential signal. We can get this expression. If the signal is sine signal or cosine signal, similarly, we can get this unilateral Laplace transform. This region of convergence is greater than 0. For sine signal, we can get this unilateral Laplace transform. And its region of convergence is greater than 0. For the ramp signal, t times ut. According to the definition, you can get this expression. When this condition is satisfied, we can get this result. So This is the unilateral Laplace transform for rainbow signal, and its region of convergence is the real part of S greater than 0. Here is some relationship between Fourier transform and Laplace transform for the same signal. If the signal is an exponential signal, its Fourier transform is this expression. This is a Laplace transform. If this exponential signal, there are no Fourier transform for this signal, but there exists the Laplace transform for this signal. For this signal, there are Fourier transform for this signal, and there are Laplace transform for the signal, but they are different in forms. In this lecture, we have studied the unilateral Laplace transform for some typical signals. That's all for today. See you later.